Hi, Capricorn. This is your reading for the time period of September 15th to September 30th, 2019. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for subscribing to Amani's Lightwork, okay? So if you are new or you're just visiting the channel, I do have a section called Keys to Akasha. Keys to Akasha is a section of my channel where I cover news stories, missing persons reports, historic events in history, etc. Okay, so if you have an inquiry about that section of my channel, please feel free to send me an IG message or an email to efadivination777@gmail.com. Both of those social media outlets can be found on the main page of my channel. Also, if you would like to donate, that is all information about that, and how to send me donations to the channel is available as well. Okay, so let's see what energies are coming through for you for the last half of September. So this last half of September, we would be going into Libra season, okay? Something's going on here with sex. And I'm feeling like a color red for some reason. The color red makes me think about the deity pump. I don't know if they would. Yeah, they would consider it to be a deity or a goddess of some kind, connected to the Santeria and extract Hispaniola practice. If you're thinking about Pombagira, she's kind of like that goddess or that deity, somewhat of like a Lakshmi or a Gaia, goddesses of beauty and wealth and prosperity. So you may be researching into that deity. You may be researching into her or how to utilize her energy. There's that, but the color red is really important. So color red, if it's not Pombagira energy, then it's just the color red symbolizes, it represents, powerful energy, strong-willed energy, sexual energy. What's another way you would red roses, red light special, like TLC, like red light special. All the color red is really coming through really heavily here for some reason. It's not even near Valentine's Day, but you may have those kind of thoughts, but it's related to sex or sexual energy. Okay. And Pombagira, if you're doing research into Pombagira, that's one part of her. That's one part of her, and that's one part that is included in her energetic field. Okay, so let's see. What's interesting about it is that usually when I give those kind of examples in the beginning, they're so strong or powerful. And when I go throughout the reading, sometimes what I channel in the beginning sometimes doesn't have anything to do with what goes on throughout the reading, but it may, but it may be hidden, or it may be an undertone. Okay. So Emperor energy is here underneath, sign of Taurus/Aries element, okay? But I get annoying when I said that. So when I said Taurus/Aries element, something may be annoying about them. So they could be co-workers, partners, lovers, cousins, brothers, whatever it is that they are. Emperor energy is also police officers, people high-ranking, people who work in law enforcement, people who work in the courts, but annoying. So when I said people who work in the courts, when I hit people who work in the courts, I get annoying again. So you could be in the courts, for example, just a small example could be like jury duty, or having to do jury duty, having to do pay off like a like a ticket on a car, things of that nature. Could be, all of those could be reasons, or lawsuits and things of that nature. All of those could be reasons into why you would be one part into why you would be interacting with a Taurus/Aries element. Or if it's not that, then it could be a family member, or that's annoying. every time I elaborate on their energy, something is annoying about them. So either they're a family member, or they're a coworker, or they're a housemate, or they're someone who works in the court. They're an annoying police officer that's not complying, or they are not, or there's someone in the court, they're complying, they're not complying. It just depends on what are you talking about as well. So when I said that, there's a what are you talking about as well. So if it's nothing to do with court systems and them being annoying, then the heavy feeling with them being annoying doesn't understand something. The heavy feeling with them being annoying is that they may not understand something, and it could be related to sex. It could be like from the beginning, it could be related to sex and love, want to be with. So when I said it being related to sex and love and wanting to be with them, or vice versa, whatever it is, it has something to do. The reason why it's annoying is either they want to sleep with you, and they, for some reason, they feel like they can't. There's that. Or you could be with someone else and you're not with them anymore, or something is going on here. You want to sleep, you want to have that kind of interaction with this person, or they wanted to. When I said that, so when I said that, they may have wanted to. So if you're a dude, then it's just a guy that it's just a guy that you work with. It's a guy that you want to spend time with. So if you're a guy, if they're just someone that you want to spend time with, but for some reason sex is intertwined in that. So either if you're a dude, either they have a really good idea into a girl that they want to introduce you to, or if you are a female, this energy could be your partner, but something is annoying about them. But whether you're a male or a female, something is annoying about them, because either they're not complying with some type of sexual need that you have, or you're not complying with some type of sexual need that they have. It just depends on what's going on. But that's what's causing problems. So when I said that, that's what's causing problems, but they don't talk. So when I said that, they don't talk. So if you're a female, for example, one of these elements, they want to sleep with you, but they're not expressing that for some reason, or they're being cryptic or something, but that's annoying. So them being cryptic is annoying. So it's sex, or if something's going on in the workplace with them being cryptic all the time, wants you to do their work. So if they're in the workplace, they're being cryptic with you all the time, whether you're a male or female, they're being cryptic with you, or you work with them, they're being cryptic with you all. They're being cryptic with you all the time, because they either want you to take on their responsibilities, or you want them to help you with your business. You may want them, or one of them, to help you with their business, vice versa. It just depends on what's going on. But there's a lot of cryptic energy going back and forth between you and one of these elements, or either one of these elements, or just a Taurus, or just the Aries element, but very distant. So when I hit Aries element, they're very distant, but they may not want to be involved with the kind of interaction that you're having with a Taurus. So it could be court, it could be something going on with sex, it could be co-workers, however you want to look at this element. But an Aries element is really distant for some reason, or it is an Aries element that you distance yourself from because of a Taurus. It just depends on what's going on. Or somebody made a secretive phone call when I said that as well. So to keep an Aries element away from you, a Taurus could have made a secretive phone call, or a Taurus, or you made a secretive, get Aries out of the way. You may have made a secretive phone call to get an Aries element out of the way, and a Taurus knows that. It just depends on what's going on. And it could be workplace, it could be love. If you're a female, these are two guys that you're battling over you. They're two guys that are battling over you. So if you're a dude, these are two guys that may just want your friendship, or they can't handle their responsibility. So if you're a guy, whether you're a male or female, either one of these elements, or just the Taurus, or just the Aries element, one of those elements, they can't handle their responsibilities. So they can't handle their responsibilities that they have with you in a relationship. They can't handle their responsibilities that they have with you in the workplace, in a business partnership that you have with them. It just depends on what's going on. But money is involved in that, and not pulling their weight. So money being involved in that, either one of those elements isn't pulling their weight, whether it's business, or it could be love, it could be sex. It just depends on what's going on. If it's sex, then somebody's not saying, or somebody's being really mousy with you for some reason. Like somebody may want, if it's a sexual situation or intimacy, if it has anything to do with intimacy, then somebody wants to sleep with you, but they're just not saying anything. or you're not saying anything to them, or whatever. But that is what's causing the annoyance. So either has something to do with business and working with them and not complying and not complying. That could be what's annoying between you and this, or one of you and these elements, or just Taurus, or just Aries element. Or is a love partnership where someone isn't expressing someone is not expressing to you that they want to sleep with you, or they want to hang out with you, they want to spend time with you, they're being mousy around you, you're being mousy with them. But somebody may need to open up, or need help opening up with a business objective that they have, or a love perspective that they have on the relationship that they have with you, and they're not talking, but there's a need to talk, but they're not speaking for some reason. Okay. Your starting point has the Seven of Pentacles, but I keep getting Taurus. So Seven of Pentacles energy is a Taurus, but they're coming back. So Seven of Pentacles energy is that storming out also. So they may have stormed out on a business that you have with them for some reason. Like someone could have left you temporarily, or you left someone temporarily, but they're coming back. You're coming back to them. But I keep getting money is involved. So money is involved. This is like a situation here where you may have had some type of disagreement with the Taurus / Aries element, or just Taurus. You may have had some type of business disagreement or agreement with them. It just depends. And if a Seven of Pentacles implies good energy, in the sense if it's an agreement, then you're making money with that person, but they want to. So making money with that person, they want to make money with you. But I keep getting disagreements though. So either somebody thinks that if they partner with you, you're okay. This is interesting. Either somebody thinks that if they partner with you, there's going to be disagreements of some organization. There's going to be disagreements with how something is supposed to be organized. So it could be a business. It could be throwing you under the bus when I said that also. So when I said could be a business, some energy here, they're trying to throw you on by the Aries element. So the Aries male or female energies, they may be they using a Taurus to do that. They're trying to use a Taurus to throw you under the bus for something, but involvement with Sag. So when I said that, they're trying to throw, okay, an Aries element is whether they are male or female, they're trying to throw you under the bus for involved with their partner, or being involved with their man, being involved with their woman. And the Sagittarian energy relayed that to Taurus. A Sagittarian energy may have relayed that to a Taurus. That could be why a Taurus is disappearing, but I didn't know that was happening. So the Seven of Pentacles, you may not have known that was happening, but the Seven of Pentacles also implies that a Taurus wants to help you, but Aries may not. Aries element or elements may not like the idea that a Taurus is trying to help you, but at the same time, Aries elements or an Aries element use a Taurus to throw you under the bus, but it has something to do with the fact that you're involved with a Sagittarian energy, but doesn't do business with anymore. So when I hit Sagittarian energy, you don't do business with them anymore, or as a Taurus / Aries element, they secretive business with them. So secretive business with the Sag and the Aries and the Taurus elements, you knew that or you did not know that, hiding that you know that. So the Seven of Pentacles implies that you may be hiding that you know that, or hiding that the fact that you're involved with that. But the Aries utilized the Taurus to throw you under the bus. The Aries may have utilized the Taurus to throw you under the bus there. But how do you know that? So when I said that, there's a how do you know that with the Seven of Pentacles energy there. So either one of those elements may be dumbfounded into how you secretive business. One of those elements is dumbfounded into how you know something about secretive business. How you know an Aries in a secretive business with a Taurus, multiple Taurus elements and Sagittarian energies there, but they're leaving. So when I hit Sagittarius energies, they're leaving because either the Sagittarian energy, if it has nothing to do with an Aries element, the Sagittarian energy may just be leaving because of your involvement with a Taurus, but that's what was aggravating them. So that may be what was aggravating the Taurus, the fact that you were still involved with a Sag, or you're still involved with a Sag. That's what's the Taurus trying to make their way in. And an Aquarian. A Taurus and an Aquarian are trying to make their way in, and they're finding out, or they just know for a while that you're in a business with a Sagittarian Aries element. The Aries doesn't want. So the Aries element may not want that, but that's what's annoying the Taurus. That's what that specific example is what's annoying the Taurus. But at the same time, At the same time, the Aries element is annoyed because the Taurus is trying to help you, or the Aries element is trying to utilize the Taurus, and they're trying to do it on their own because they're trying to throw you under the bus because of your involvement with a Sag, like their man. So you're involved with their man. You're involved with their woman, their man, their business partner, things that jealousy. So when I hit being involved with their business partner, something's going on with jealousy with that, and that is what is annoying the Aries element. I keep in the Sag. It's annoying the Aries element because the Seven of Pentacles energy, it's a Sagittarian energy that's coming through. The Seven of Pentacles energy, you make money with a Sag. You do some type of business with a Sag, making Aries jealous, but it's making the Aries element jealous because either the Sagittarian energy is their love partner, their business partner, their man, their woman didn't know. So when I hit their man, their woman, you may not have known that, but Aquarian involved. So the Seven of Pentacles is that an Aquarian energy is involved, but why didn't they say anything? So Seven of Pentacles, why didn't the Aquarian energy say anything about what they know that the Taurus is doing interacts with Aries? The Aquarian energy or energies, they know that a Taurus interacts with an Aries element. They know that a Taurus interacts with an Aries and a Sagittarian energy often about business. So they talk to each other about business all the time. Why are you extracted? So they're either the spirit is asking why you're extracted, or the spirit is asking why are you extracting yourself from a situation. But something's going on with the Taurus. So either the Taurus being involved could be the reason into why you're extracting, or could be the reason why Aries feels the need to extract, but they're trying to help you. So Aries element or elements feeling need to extract is because the Taurus is trying to help you, or they've been trying to help you. Sagittarian annoyed. So that could be what's annoying the Sagittarius energy there. But something is mystical. So when I said that something is Aquarian, something is mystical that the Aquarian is doing, or something that they're trying to invoke, or like to break apart. So when I said Aquarian energy trying to invoke something mystically, or the invoke like with utilizing something mystically, or invoke a thought process in a Sag. They're trying to invoke some type of thought process in a Sagittarian energy, but them interfering is what's causing you to break away from a Sag. A Taurus did something also. So a Taurus did something also to cause your mind to change with the involvement that you have with a Sag, but either it's mystical, or someone actually had a conversation there that you know that, or now you're finding because of mysticism. Now you're finding that out because of mysticism. So either it's something that you utilized mystically, or it's something that the Aquarian energy did mystically. Taurus is mystical. So when I said the Aquarian doing something mystically, a Taurus is also mystical. A Taurus is also mystical, or they're using an Aquarian energy to get help with something mystically, or vice versa. They could be helping each other there to get Aries elements out of the way, to get the truth to be told, to get you to notice something about a Sag, to get you to notice something, or to get you to be extracted from a Sagittarian energy for some reason there, but it's mystical. So somebody is utilizing something mystically, but didn't know that someone knew how to do that. So when I said that, you didn't know that someone knew how to do that. Someone that you're tied to could be the Taurus element, could be the Aries element. Knew that the Taurus. When I hit Aries element, you knew something was mystical about them. You saw them do something, or you just know that intuitively because of their energy. Or it's a Taurus element that you're tied to, or it's either a Taurus or the Aquarian dumbfounded by. So the Taurus and the Aquarian you're dumbfounded by because you didn't know that someone knew how to utilize something mystically. You may not have known that, or they could be finding out these things. Those elements could be finding out something about those elements. Could be finding out that but how to make money with. When I said that before I even finished it, how to make money with. So this is a situation here where someone is starting to realize something is mystical that is going on with you, and either it's mystical or it has a special craft and skill that you have scaring them. A special craft and skill that you have that maybe scaring them for some reason is scary, but they like it. So something that is scary to them, or something about a business objective that you have, or a business input is making them nervous. However you want to look at making them nervous and making them scared, because either has something to do with faulty foundations and organization and things of that nature. But that could be why the Taurus wants to. That could be why the Taurus wants to give in the Aquarian. That could be why they want to add in their input there. But Sag doesn't think that they should do that. So a Sag doesn't think that they should do that. But the Seven of Pentacles is where they want to come in and help you there with the Seven of Pentacles. And I keep getting mystical. So either you do mystical work, or something is mystical about your business, or that could be behind the scenes of how you run your business. But I keep getting scared. So that being behind the scenes of how you run your business, something is scary, or somebody, I keep getting Aquarian. So either the Aquarian is scared, or the Taurus is scared, or that could be something that they talk to each other behind the scenes. That could be something that they talk to each other about behind the scenes. So either it's something that you're doing mystically, or you're utilized mystically to run a business, or something either you're using, or a regular business, or something that you do mystically, scaring someone. Something that you do mystically and maybe scaring someone for some reason with the Seven of Pentacles energy there. But walking around eggshells around you as well. So someone's going on with walking around you in eggshells. So if it's not anything mystically, then it's just a regular business that you have. I keep getting faulty foundation, or someone's going on with the organization, Taurus helping. Something is going on with the organization. That could be what's scaring the Taurus, because it's something about your business needs to be organized properly. Or the Aquarian and the Taurus, they feel like I keep getting utilizing something mystically. They're utilizing something mystically, but it has something to do with helping you with helping you organize your business there. But something's going on with online as well, but watch you. So when I said online, they watch you online. The Taurus elements, the Aquarian elements, the Aries element, or the Sag, all those elements, they stalking. All those elements may be stalking you online, or they just stalk you, whatever. You work with them and they stalk you, or it's a regular workplace and they go around, they come to your cubicle, they walk by. Scary. I keep getting scary. Why is it coming around your cubicle, going around your offices and things of that nature? Something about that is scary. Seven of Pentacles, where you do your business, where you make money, and new co-workers. So these energies could also be new co-workers. If they're not people that you're in a love partnership with, or in a regular partnership, you run your own business, and those elements are trying to give their input. They want to help you, but what's scaring them, either something is metaphysical about it that you do, or it's just something about the organization and the structure of a business. It's scaring those elements because they're worried and fearful that you lose control. They're worried and fearful that you may lose control of money, or some managing your money, or organization and business and things of that nature. But something is wrong with the Aries element, though. So something that the Aries element did, or something that they're trying to do, might keep getting jealous. Someone's going with them with jealousy and envy, but Taurus protecting. So jealousy and envy with the Aries, a Taurus is trying to protect you from those energies there. Okay, but it has something to do. So either somebody's trying to help you. Okay. Seven of Pentacles energy. Either somebody's trying to help you get back into a job, or someone is trying to help you manage a business that it's mystical. Someone is trying to help you manage a business that you already have, but they're trying to do something mystically to help you organize that business. Like you doing an incantation to keep the business structure, doing like, or you do that yourself, but they think so. You doing that yourself, somebody thinks that you do that, or you do. somebody knows, or somebody knows that you do incantations, or you do something mystically. Prayer is mystical. You could be praying to keep your business strong, or whatever it is, or somebody just knows that you do something mystically to manage a business, or those elements that I ran through, not Aries. The other elements that I ran through, but not the Aries element, they're trying to utilize something either so that they can insert themselves into something that you have going on, or into some type of money maker that you have going on. They're trying to insert themselves into that, or they themselves are doing something mystically to help you manage your business for you, and you didn't know that was happening. That's why I said you didn't know of somebody else around you. You didn't know about their mystical capabilities, but I get the Aquarian. So you didn't know about the Aquarian energy's mystical capabilities. And the Taurus element may have that information, or the Taurus is trying to help you, and they're getting that kind of help from an Aquarian energy. So if it's not mystical, then it's just conversations that those elements are having about functionality, about saving business, about organization, and things of that nature, of how you make your money. You go in to make your money. You run your own business, you make your money. Seven of Pentacles energy, and they want the input. If it's not anything going on with business, then like I said, then it's love, and with the Taurus, then it's just love and sex and that kind of energy with the Taurus and the Aquarian energy is there, but they want to sleep with. So when I said that, one of those elements want to sleep with you, or they have that kind of thought, but they may talk to each other on the phone. They may talk to each other on the phone about that. If you're a female, those energies could, if you're a dude, those energies could be females that are having those kind of conversations, but only like one. So I said if you're a dude and those energies are females that are having those kind of conversations, you only like one of them. You only like the Aquarian. You only like the Taurus. If you're a female, you may like both the Taurus and the Aquarian energies there, not Sag. So when I said that you don't like a Sag anymore, you don't like a Sag because of the Taurus and the Aquarian energies involvement there. Okay? So either those elements, either something's going on with business with those elements and it's mystical, that they're trying to help you manage something, or you do something, or they're finding out that you do that on your own, or those elements had conversations with each other and trying to get a jealous Aries elements out of the way. Aries doesn't like the fact that a Saturn is working with you. You didn't know something is mystical. You didn't know something was mystical, or they may not have known that something was mystical, or something is going on with the Aries element trying to utilize a Taurus utilizing a Taurus and keep you distracted. They're trying to utilize a Taurus to keep you distracted, or the Taurus could also be utilizing the Aries element to do that, but they don't want to do that. Taurus utilizing the Aries to do that, they may not want to do that there. And Aquarian energy may have that information, what Taurus is doing. And Aquarian has information on what a Taurus is doing. All right, or they have information on what each other is doing. So either it has to do with love and sex and spending time with you, or it's business, something with your business, love and sex is intertwined with that. So it could be people that you do business with want to sleep with. People that you do business with, they want to sleep with you, or they want to spend time with you, or they're trying to do something mystically to help you manage your business. It just depends on what's going on. And elements that don't want that to happen are finding that out because of a Taurus, because of an Aquarian energy there, or the Aries doesn't want you, their partner. The Aries element doesn't want you tied to their partner for business anymore. But the reason why that's happening is because something that the Aquarian energy did, or something that the Taurus did, or a conversation that a Taurus and Aquarian energy had. It just depends on what's going on. Okay. You're waiting on the Four of Swords energy there, but if Four of Swords energy does imply air sign, but I get a Libra. So when I say Four of Swords energy implying air sign, I get Libra now. So you could also be dealing with Gemini. You could also be dealing with Gemini. Yes, you could also be dealing with jealous. So I get something's going on. The Four of Swords energy is jealousy as well, but something's going on here. Something's going on here with a Libra and the Aquarian energy. They're coming through really strongly. Gemini distant. So Four of Swords is that a Gemini energy is distant. The Seven of Pentacles is that you may have wanted to work with a Gemini, but they're distant. You may have wanted to work with a Gemini, but something is distant about the Gemini. A Libra has information on why a Gemini energy is distant, or something's going on here with, I keep getting jealous. Something is going on here with jealousy, with work that you do, or a job that you have, or some type of attention that multiple people, some type of attention that you're receiving from multiple people, but it has something to do with your business and the fact that you make money. But something's going on here with Libra wanting to work with a Libra wanting to work with you, but something's going on envy, or something's going on with envy or jealousy with a Gemini energy, or a Libra, one of the air sign elements. Something's going on with them. But I can tell them about please also. So someone's going on with pleasing, or somebody, or that could be something that somebody says, or someone's going on here with pleasing someone, like pleasing them, like Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Somebody may think that you're trying to please people, or you're trying to please a partner. Taurus sees. So when I said trying to please a partner, a Taurus sees, or a Taurus could be your partner, and the Four of Swords, but they're becoming jealous. So when I said Taurus being your partner and trying to please them, and vice versa, or they could be trying to do this to you, but trying to get your attention. So a Taurus being your partner, and the pleasing energy is coming from the fact that they may be trying to please you. So either it's sexual, or it's something that's going on with business, but becoming envious. Something is going on with business with them, but they're becoming envious there. So either they're trying to please you on the outside looking into that could be something that they're trying to do, or they're on the outside looking they could be on the outside looking into you're trying to please someone, But that's what an Aries sees. So when I said that, that could be what an Aries element sees. But I'm not trying to do that. So Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords, I'm not trying to do that. But something's becoming really out there. So when I said that, something may be coming really out there with the thought that an Aries element that you're doing with a Taurus. The thought that an Aries element has with the fact that you're involved with a Taurus. But what do they do? So Four of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, what did a Taurus do? But Libra annoyed. So when I said what did a Taurus do, a Libra is annoyed. An Aquarian energy is trying to get your attention. The Aquarian and the Libra energy, they're annoyed for some reason. But the pleasing energy, okay, this is interesting. The pleasing energy, Taurus. The pleasing energy is coming from the Taurus. So either you're pleasing that person in business, love, or sex. You're pleasing that person, or you're trying to please that. That's what an Aries sees. So once they're trying to please that person, that's what an Aries element sees. But some annoying, something's going on where something's going on here with a Libra and becoming envious. A Libra and the Aquarian energy, that could be the reason why you wanted to work with a Gemini and they're distant because envy. The Gemini is distant because of envy, but something's going on with the Aquarian and the Libra becoming jealous. Something's going on with the Aquarian and Libra, they're becoming jealous because of something that a Taurus, because of the fact that the matter is that a Taurus is trying to keep your attention. Taurus is trying to keep your attention, and it's working or it's not working. But the reason for that happening there, something that an Aquarian did. The reason into why that's happening is because of something that an Aquarian energy did. So either a Taurus turned their attention because of an Aquarian. Either a Taurus turned their attention away from you, but the reason for that is because of an Aquarian. Or a Libra may have turned their attention because of an Aquarian. A Libra may have turned their attention away from you, or you turn your attention away from Libra because of something mystically, or a conversation that an Aquarian energy had with a Taurus. A conversation that an Aquarian energy had with a Taurus is the reason into why a Libra's turning their attention away from you, or you're turning your attention away all the air signs. The reason why you're turning your attention away from the air sign elements, but I'm not. So Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords, you're not turning your attention away from the air sign elements, but somebody thinks so. So the earth sign energy, if it's a Taurus, they may think so. But what did you do? So when I said that, what did you do? What did you do? What did you say? What did you say to the Aquarian? What did you say to the Libra? So somebody may want to know what you did Somebody may want to know what you did to these air signs to cause them to either look at you, either to cause them to look at you or not look at you. But it's strange. So when I said look at you or not look at you, it's strange. Something is strange. So that could be something that a Taurus observed and a Virgo. That could be what a Taurus and a Virgo observe. This is really interesting. This is like, if it's not only individual signs, sometimes the Seven of Pentacles is just a business that you have, that you run. The Four of Swords, envious people. The Four of Swords energy is envious and jealous people, but something's going on. So either something's going on with celebrity attention and things of that nature as well. That could be something that could be what you are, or that everybody's a celebrity in their own way. But that could be how multiple people look at you, or something is going because of news or news attention and things of that nature. That could be something that is opening up for you, but again, because of mysticism. So that could be something that is opening up for you because of mysticism, but it has something to do with business that you do, or however you want to look at celebrity. So either you are your own celebrity, and someone's going on with envious and jealous people, but someone's going on with the Taurus with that. When I said envious and jealous people, someone's going on with the Taurus with that kind of energy specifically, and an Aquarian and a Libra have that kind of information, or someone's going on. So either it's a business that you run on your own, or it's like work that it's like a smaller example where work that you do is someone is creating attractivity. Work that you do is creating attractivity. And that could be where the feelings of envy, coworkers. That could be where the feeling of envy is coming from with coworkers, with a business partner, Taurus and Aquarian energies and Libras and whatever situation, but they want you to stay with them. So when I hit Libras, they want you to stay with them, but they see that you're successful with a Taurus, or they see that you're successful with Aquarian energies there, but want them a part of something. So when I said with Aquarian energies there, you may want the Aquarian energy a part of something, or the Aquarian wants to be a part of something with you, or they have a good idea into how you can manage and organize something properly. But for some reason, the reason into why someone wants to do that is something that is the foundation of it is envy, which is really interesting, or something is going on or something's going on where people either looking at you and it's a good reason, like with the business that you do, or something's going on but they're not looking, where they're turning away from you for some reason, because it has some, the reason for that, or the reason for that is could also be because of envy. So envy in the sense where someone is trying to help, somebody's trying to be a part of your business, but something is envious, they have an envy feeling with that, but the reason for the envy is because they feel extracted, or something's going on here where you have a good business, or you have a good business partnership that you have, or it's just work that you do that's the bomb, or it's just really good. There's work that you do, but someone's going on with envious coworkers, or envious, someone's going on with people that feel extracted. Someone's going on with people that feel extracted, and there's a need to have those people be involved. This depends on what's going on. So it could be business, or it's love. It just depends on what's going on. Love in the sense where you could be tied to the Taurus element, or / Aries element. You could be tied to the Taurus, being tied to the Taurus element could be making the air signs envious, or being tied to the air sign making Taurus envious. Being tied to the air sign elements, being tied to the Libra, being tied to the Aquarian could be making the Taurus element envious. It's just or jealous. It could be making those energies jealous there. But how to integrate? So when I said the envy and the jealousy, making people feel that way, how to integrate? That's why the Four of Swords energy, and the business and the partnerships that you're being introduced to, the business and the partnerships that you're being introduced to is making people envious somewhere. So either it's like a family environment where people have that kind of feeling, or it's like in a workplace where it's in a workplace where you're getting that kind of attention. But it's making people nervous. It's making people really nervous for some reason. So it's good attention or bad attention. It's making people nervous because someone's going on with envy with those people, but it's making them nervous. So either you, okay, this is interesting. The need to integrate is coming from the fact that you may need Aquarius. You may need to have the Aquarian energy involved. You may need to go back to the Libra temporarily. Because if for some reason if you don't interact with them, or if you don't listen to their business objectives and things of that nature, they're gonna go off. If you don't listen to them for some reason, you're thinking that they're going to go off. Four of Swords energy is because they act erratically. The Four of Swords is because they act erratically somewhere. They act erratically in a business deal that you have with them. They act erratically because of envy. They act erratically in a business deal that you have with them because of envy, or they act erratically in the workplace or how they interact with you is odd. How they interact with you is odd. So either the Taurus has that kind of behavior, or the Aquarian, or the Libra, how they interact with you, or the Gemini, how those elements interact with you is odd, but they want to be a part of. The way they interact with you is odd because they want to be a part of your business, or someone's going on with love also. I keep saying that. So someone's going on with love and sex also. So that could be you. This is a situation here where you have a good business, but Taurus helping you. You have a good business where Taurus is helping you, or whatever air sign, or the air signs are trying to be a part of that, or they're trying to keep you with them. I keep getting envy. They're trying to keep you with them because they're envious because they're becoming envious because they see that you're successful with someone that they don't like. They see that you're trying to be successful with someone that they don't like. So it could be the Taurus, or you're successful with the air signs and a Taurus hating on. You're successful with the air signs and a Taurus is hating on that, or a Taurus does not like that. The hateration is coming from the feeling of envy that Aquarius, the feeling of envy that they have because you have some type of interesting bond with an Aquarian. You have an interesting bond with a Libra. They're trying to get you to stay. A Libra's trying to get you to stay. And Aquarian energy trying to get you to stay, but see you're looking at Taurus. They see that you're looking at a Taurus, vice versa. But what is going on? So when I said that, what is going on here? Like what is going on? But business fault. So when I said that, what is going on is because of your business, or it's something that some type of energy that your business is bringing in is making people go crazy. Some type of energy that your business is bringing in, or a love partnership that you're in, is making people go crazy for some reason, or it's making people act erratically. It's making people go off for good or for bad. It's making people go off. But the reason for that is because certain people are distracted because of envy, and you're not including certain people in money making situation. You're not including certain people in a money-making situation. and you already have a partner that you chose over someone else, and a business partner that you have, someone is Aquarian, and Aquarian is somewhere behind. That could be your business partner, or the Aquarian. Somebody's behind the scenes trying to figure out ways to get you away. Or Libra could be your partner. Either it's mystical or it's literal that someone's trying to figure out ways to get you. Okay, my God. To get you away from, or they're trying to get the. Okay, oh my God, this is really interesting. This is a lot. This is a situation here where I'll just run through each sign that's showing up here prominently. You have a situation here where you have a business partnership with a Taurus and Aquarian trying to intervene. You have a business partnership with a Taurus and an Aquarian trying to intervene, but the Aquarian energy is behind the scenes, trying to do something mystic. I keep getting Libra. They're trying to do something mystic to get you away from Libra. So it could be a money-making situation you have going on with a Libra, but an Aquarian and a Taurus are behind the scenes either together or separately behind the scenes doing something mystically or having secretive conversation into how to insert themselves in, take Libra's place, into how to insert themselves in, but that implies that one of them take a Libra's place. That implies that one of them take a Libra's place. They succeeded. The Four of Swords energy is the fact that you know that. The Four of Swords energy is the fact that you know that because you know someone did something to tear you apart from someone that you are making money with. To take you away from someone, or to put themselves in, thinks that they could do better, to put themselves in because they think that they could do better than someone that they see you do business with. Then they could be a better lover. They deem themselves to be a better lover than the person that they see you with. So either this is a battle that's happening behind the scenes between an Aquarian and a Taurus, and a Libra got Libra out the way. An Aquarian and a Taurus, somebody did something mystically, or they just had an actual conversation to get a Libra out of the way. That's why I said, what is happening? Four of Swords energy, what is going on? But why isn't someone talking to me? why is someone acting erratically? Why is someone acting strange? The reason for that is because of this. Oh my God, this is crazy. The reason for that is because you're tied to however many people you're tied to for love, sex, business, but when somebody's envious, you're tied to somebody or somebody's with that, but there's somebody else or there's 2 or 3 other people behind the scenes that are envious of that kind of collaboration that you have going on. So they're trying to, they either think that they could do a better job and they're trying to do something mystically or literally to get themselves inserted into that situation with you. They're trying to replace someone. Somebody has this kind of thought where I could organize. For example, the Aquarian is like, I could organize his or her papers. I could help him or her or getting Taurus out the way. I can organize his or her papers better. I can organize this, that, and third for him or her better than the Taurus can. That could be or sex with him or her better than the Taurus can. Somebody has that kind of thought behind the scenes. Like somebody has that kind of thought behind the scenes. Either it's a love and sex situation, or it's business partners that you have, and somebody's behind the scenes mystically or literally trying to get your business partner that you have out the way, but because of envy or jealousy, or because they think that envy and jealousy is tied into the reason into why they think they can do a better job than someone. So either this is an Aquarian on a Taurus situation, or it's an Aquarian on a Libra. You're tied to a Libra, and Aquarian energy is doing that, or you're tied to a Taurus, and Aquarian energy is doing that, and Aquarian energy is doing that, or you're tied to an Aquarian energy, and a Taurus is doing that. Or they're doing that or you're tied to a Libra and a Taurus and an Aquarian energy, you're doing that. It just depends on what's going on. That's why I said, what is happening? So either mystical energy is tied into that as well. So someone could be doing something mystically there. The Gemini could be hiding from that because they may be doing something mystically. But I had a conversation. So the Gemini energy doing something there, they may have had a conversation with someone. And some type of conversation that they had is either to work with you and to get your main business partner out of the way so they can insert themselves in, however you want, or so they could be with you. It just depends on what's going on there. Like love, sex, business, but tiresome. So when I said love, sex, and business, something is tiresome. So the fact that you have love and sex intertwined in the business that you have is aggravating someone. The fact that you have love and sex tied into a business it's aggravating someone. So it's aggravating a Taurus element. It's aggravating a Libra in love with. So once it's aggravating a Libra, they're in love with you. You're using your intuition that they're in love with you or something. Or it's an Aquarian energy that's starting to fall in love with. It's an Aquarian energy that's starting to fall in love with you. Or it's a Taurus element there that needs help. Something about the Taurus needs help for some reason. But them needing help, the reason why you think they need help is because of what they're doing, what they said also. So you think that the Taurus element needs help because of what they said, or you think an Aquarian energy needs help, what they did to a Libra. You think an Aquarian energy needs help because of what they did mystically to a Libra, or what they did literally to a Libra. This, or secret conversations to be with you and business. I can organize her website better than him or her. How to get them out the way. I keep getting Aquarian when I said that. How to get him or her that they're tied to out of the way, so that I can exert myself into so that I could be under the sheets with him or her, whatever. I'm trying to have that kind of situation going on, and the Aquarian or the Libra had that kind of thought. The Aquarian and the Libra had that kind of thought, or the Aquarian has that kind of thought and got the Libra out the way, or the Libra fell in love with you. And that's what annoyed. That could be what annoyed the Aquarian and the Taurus, and somebody did something mystically. Or the Libra's trying to battle with them. A Libra's trying to battle with them. Because the Libra may be aware of what those two elements are doing, and the Aries. The Libra's aware of what those two elements are doing, and in addition to an Aries element. Or the Aries element doing something shady. The Aries element may be doing something mystically shady, or they're doing something literally shady. Doing something shady. But it has something to do with their interactions that they have with a Taurus. You know, but don't care about Sag as well. So 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, you don't care about a Sag when I ran through that. So the Aries element may think you care about a Sag, you care about them, whatever. You may do business with the Sag, but you do anymore, you don't. But the reason for why that's happening, Taurus, the reason for why that's happening is because with Taurus, someone Taurus did. With an Aquarian by themselves, some mystically, or they're tied to the Aquarian and it's annoying the Taurus, and someone's trying to do something mystically, or the Libra fell in love with you and they're trying to safeguard their spot with you all the time, but annoyed by Aquarian. The Libra trying to safeguard their spot with you in a business, in a love, in a situation there, them trying to safeguard that, they're annoyed by an Aquarian because someone's mystical duality between the Aquarian and the Libra to be with you. Whatever the situation is there. So either has to do with sleeping with you, so sleeping with you is intertwined, or just being with you, hanging out with you is intertwined with money making business that you have going on. It's making people go crazy or something. Okay. Interesting. Hence the reason from the beginning with the Palmagera and invoking those kind of elements there, and whatever deities and things that you utilize. The 10 of Cups energy is in the present, but family. So 10 of Cups energy is family extracted. So something may be really extracted about family. But I'm looking at these cards, it's pretty straightforward. Your 7 of Pentacles, making money is the bond, but business, love, and sex, and it's making people envious. 4 of Swords energy, family extracted because of that exact reason, but how to work with. So family being extracted for that exact reason, how to work with family. It's water sign energy. Something may be going on with water sign energies like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, extracted. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, elements, 4 of Swords. They're making you feel crazy because they're extracted. But this is a situation here where you may want help from water sign energies, but they may not want to be involved. Envy. They don't want to be involved because of envy. But something's going on here with attention that you're receiving and attractivity and things of that nature. That could be what's annoying family, like family as a whole, or certain family members like Cancerian and Scorpio and Pisces elements that are envious. Those elements are envious that are in your family, or they also could be other co-workers that have that kind of feeling but extracted. They also could be co-workers that have that kind of feeling but they're extracted. 4 of Swords, those elements are extracted. But Aquarian, those elements are extracted because of the Aquarian energy or what the Aquarian did. Mystically or not mystically, something that they did, but safeguarding. So mystically or not mystically, something that they did, they're trying to safeguard their spot with you heavily. But why? Them trying to safeguard their spot with you heavily, you're trying to understand why, or you know what you're aware of what they're doing, and you may not understand why. You know what I mean? 10 of Cups energy, you live with them. 10 of Cups energy, they're a family member. 10 of Cups energy, they're a co-worker of some kind. They're a co-worker, but had a secretive conversation with. So they're a co-worker that you just had a secretive conversation with them, or if it's an Aquarian, they had a Pisces. If it's an Aquarian, they had a secretive conversation with a Pisces. They had a secretive conversation with a Cancer, but when you weren't there. The Aquarian having a secretive conversation with a Cancer, it has something to do with a time that you weren't somewhere, and they pull the Cancer aside. The Aquarian energy pulled the Cancer aside, but they talk often. So, like from the other reading, a Cancer and the Aquarian energy, they talk often, or because of the Taurus. So a Cancer and the Aquarian energy, they talk often, but it's because of a Taurus that you're tied to, that the reason into why an Aquarian and a Cancer talk often. They talk often but comparing each other, they talk often, but them talking to each other often is because they're comparing each other. The Libra interjected there. So a Libra may have intervened with some type of comparison situation that an Aquarian energy had going on with a Cancer. That could be what's annoying other water sign energies as well, but they feel extracted. So that annoying other water signs like Scorpio and Pisces elements, that could be what makes those other water sign energies extracted for some reason. But what did I do? So like I said earlier on in the reading, what did I do? You're like, what did I do to cause people to betray each other behind the scenes of my, cause people, like, people aren't betraying you. People aren't betraying you. They're figuring out tactics. They're trying to break down a list of tactics to betray each other so they can be with you. That's what a Pisces sees. So when I ran through that, that's what a Pisces sees. That could be what a Cancerian energy sees because of an Aquarian. That could be what a Cancerian energy observes because of an Aquarian energy, or that's what a Scorpio observes there, but they're really extracted. So a Scorpio is really extracted. The Spirit emphasized they're really extracted. Like they're know what they don't want to interact with you. Envy. They don't want to interact with Force Swords. They don't want to interact with you because of envy, but they see or they observe the kind of interactions and the feelings that the Libras and the Aquarians and the Tauruses that they have going on with you there. But what the Scorpio may have wanted that kind of from a Gemini. The Scorpio may have wanted that kind of attention from a Gemini, but they're not receiving that attention from a Gemini. But you are. You are. So as Scorpio may run their own business. The Scorpio may have their own business, and they may deem you as competition, or something's going on with someone that loves you or someone that's fallen in love with you. They may have liked. Pisces may have liked. Cancer may have liked. But Aquarian energy may have liked the Cancer there, but they like you. So the Aquarian liking the Cancer, they like you. The Aquarian energy likes you, or the Cancer likes you, and that's what's annoying the Aquarian. Hence the reason for the secretive conversations that you didn't know were happening. But Taurus has information on that. So a Taurus has the Four of Swords. A Taurus has information on the secretive conversation that an Aquarian and a Cancer had. Then why do they do that? So why are they doing that? This is really interesting. This is like a situation here where Seven of Pentacles energy, you have your set business partners, but you may have extracted Aquarian. You may have extracted an Aquarian energy for some reason, for whatever reason, they're extracted, but someone may think that they're gonna get you are not. Someone may think that they're gonna get really far with you in love. Someone may think that could be why they're trying to take away. That could be why they're trying to figure out ways to get people that you're tied to successfully out the way so they can put themselves in. Like someone may think that you want to be with them, or you do or you do not. So someone may have that kind of thought, and a Taurus knows that, or something's going on with you being with an Aquarian, and a Taurus has that kind of thought. A Taurus may have that kind of thought, or a Libra does, believing them. So a Libra has that thought, but you're leaving them, but they fell in love with you or something, but they already have a partner. So the Libra already has a partner. Libra already has a partner, but they may be acting out because of an Aquarian. They may be acting out because of an Aquarian. They're acting out because of a Taurus. But you're like, what do they say? What kind of this interconnection? What do those elements say to each other? What do those elements say? Something's embarrassing also. So something may be embarrassing about something that you're finding. Something may be embarrassing about something that you're finding out about a Libra, Aquarian's feelings. So when I said something that you're finding out about a Libra, it has something to do with an Aquarian energy's feelings towards you, or a Gemini's feeling towards you, a Taurus feelings towards you. So it just depends. These elements, their feelings towards you, period. The jealousy and the envy, or the reason for that is because someone wants to be with you. Business over sex, these fighting for. Business over sex, there's elements that are fighting for that kind of attention from you. There's elements that are fighting for that kind of attention but mainly Taurus. So when I said that mainly Taurus, but cut them off. So when I said mainly Taurus, you cut them off. But the reason why you cut them off is because something that Aquarian energy did mystically, or a conversation that the Aquarian energy had with somebody. Hence the reason for you cutting them off, but unintentional. So you may have cut off somebody unintentionally. You cut off the Aquarian unintentionally. The one of the air signs, you cut off somebody unintentionally, intentionally or unintentionally. You cut somebody off, and they're losing their mind, or they're taking some type of cut off that you gave them to the head for some reason. But it's because of the Aquarian. So when I said that, it's because of the Aquarian energy. So either that's the kind of situation you have going on with a Cancer, or that's the kind of situation you have going on with Taurus. But whatever funky is going on with those two elements is because of an Aquarian. Whatever funky is going on with those two elements is because of an Aquarian, or something funky, maybe, but they're heavily mystical. So when I said something funky going on with the Aquarian or whatever air sign, they're heavily mystical. Like they use something heavily that is mystical on some type of situation that you have going on here, or they had a deep conversation about a Cancer. They had a deep conversation about a Cancer with somebody. They had a deep conversation about somebody. They had a deep conversation with someone about a Cancer that you're tied to. About a Cancer. So either it's a Sag that Aquarian, either it's a Sag that had that kind of conversation with an Aquarian, how to get Cancer out the way, or Taurus has that information, or something's going on with you being tied to a Libra, and Aquarian energy got envious and jealous with that, and you already work with them, and they did something mystically, or they're just trying to insert themselves. But when I'm running through all those examples, why won't people just talk to me? Why won't people just talk instead of doing mystical things behind the scenes, and instead of having secretive conversations? And the heaviness with the secretive conversations, is because you're going to work, and you have a specific business partner. You're going to work and you have a specific partner for that day. And they're not there, and someone that wants to be with you is like, they left early, they got sick, they had to pick up their kid, they had to do this, that, and the third, they had to run this, that, and the third errand. But they're behind, I keep getting the Aquarian, they're behind the scenes having a conversation and telling someone that you said, I don't need him or her today, but you really did. But they went behind the scenes, had a secret conversation and said, you don't need to be here on this day with him or her today. But that's not what they're having that secret conversation, and they're telling your partner, they're telling your lover. But I get Cancer when I said that. They're telling your partner, telling your lover, your Cancerian friend, your Cancerian lover, or if that's happening to you with a Taurus and Aquarian. The Aquarian is the one that's having those conversations. But I keep getting jealous and envy with that element. But they're doing something because of that. So because they're okay. Oh my God. They're telling someone that you work with. This is an example. They're telling someone that you work with, she or he can't work with you today because they have to run this, that, and the third errand. But that's not true. They made it up on their own. And you're going to work. Where's my partner? You're coming home. Where's my lover? Somebody had a secret conversation with them, and they're not coming back, or they took a day off because of something that you didn't even say. Someone taking days off because of something that you didn't even say. Something that you didn't even say. Someone that you didn't even ask someone to do. They're just taking it, making up scenarios. They're just taking it upon themselves to make up scenarios. The Aquarian is doing that with a Cancer. The Aquarian did that with a Sag. The Sag could have did that with somebody as well. Whatever is that's going on here, or the Aries element. Somebody did something shady. When I said Aries, they did something shady there. So that could be something that you're trying to do with a Sag, and the Aries did something, converse with Aquarian. Aries doing something, they had a conversation with an Aquarian. They had a conversation with an Aquarian. Taurus knows that, or Aries has conversation with a Taurus about the involvement that you have, going on with Libras and jealousy and things of that nature there. Telling that could have been something that you did on your own, but something's going on with cognition with that. So you telling someone that you can't work with them on a specific day, or you can't see them anymore, right? Libra, not seeing them anymore. Something you did it on your own, but the only reason why you did it, mystical Aquarian. The only reason why you did that is because something that an Aquarian energy did mystically, or they had a secretive conversation. It just depends on what's going on there. But them having a secretive conversation implies replacement. Them having a secretive conversation, it implies that they found a replacement. But the only reason for them finding a replacement for that specific day, for that specific job, is because of mystical Aquarian. It's because of a mystical Aquarian. A mystical Aquarian. So either the Aquarian energy wants you with a Libra. The Aquarian energy may want your spot that you have with a Libra, and they did something. They had a conversation. They did something mystically. Whatever it is that's going on. And Aquarian energy somewhere that if you don't know them, then they're just someone that wants your spot somewhere. They're just someone that wants your spot somewhere in a workplace, or you have a partner and they want to take over your partner's spot. Your partner could be a Sag, your partner could be a Taurus, Cancer, or Pisces. They want their spots, that they want favoritism that they're receiving. They want the same kind of favoritism that you're giving those elements. The Aquarian wants that, or they do receive that from you, but it's not enough. They may receive that from you, but they deem that to not be enough for some reason, and they deem it to not be enough, and they're taking matters into their own hands, and they're trying to insert themselves in business partnerships and business deals and things of that nature that you have separate from anything that you have going on with them. So they could be a business partner envious. They could already be a business partner that you have that's envious, that they're envious. Whatever the situation is there, or they're a family member that has that kind of feeling about you, and they did something, or they're a family member that feels really extracted from goodness that you have going on. They're a family member that feels really extracted from some type of goodness that you have going on. They're a friend that feels extracted from some type of goodness that you have going on. And they want to be, they do or they do not want to be involved, or they just want to make your life miserable. Someone may just want to make your life miserable by having secretive conversation. You're going to work and you're excited, and you're like, I'm excited to meet my partner today. And you're somebody that can't stand that, someone that can't stand that for some reason, that you're sharing that, or that you're talking about. Somebody that can't stand that is behind the scenes, that made a call, or they pull your partner aside and said they don't need you. Like, they don't need you. Like, they're trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you. Your friend took it upon themselves to tell your man or your woman that that you don't need them anymore. That's not true. That's not true. So it's either it's because of envy and jealousy that someone did that someone intervened, or they want to work with you and whatever, or they want to work with you and you didn't know that was happening behind the scenes. It's happening. Four of Swords kind of gives me behind the scenes. I keep getting cognition. The Four of Swords kind of gives me a behind the scenes kind of feeling because of something that's going on with you cognitively. The cognition, aware of everything. The cognition just implies that you're aware of everything. Secret agendas and plots and plans and secretive moves and conversations that people have because of your business. Secretive moves and conversations that people are having behind the scenes because of your business. Because you're sex partners, because you're love partners, and you're going back home. You're in your lingerie, and your partner showed up late. You're going back home, and you're in your see-through lingerie, and you're like, "Where's my partner?" You're finding out your friend. You're finding out your friend had a secretive conversation with them. She doesn't need you anymore. She doesn't need you anymore, and you're sitting there in your lingerie, sweating bullets. And looking crazy with a glass of wine and roses. Where's my man? You're a dude, and somebody intervened with a love partnership that you have. I didn't tell anybody to do that. Four of Swords, I didn't tell anybody to do that. You know? You know what I mean? But I keep feeling drawn to the Aquarian, and they heavily intervene. Like they're heavily, and so for some reason they heavily inserted themselves into your private affairs. They heavily inserted themselves into your private affairs. What S? Like your business, your sex partnerships and relationships with Cancers and Sag, or the Aries element did that. The Aries element tag team with Aquarian. The Aries element may have tag team with an Aquarian energy there, mystically or not mystically. That's annoying. So when I said that may be what's annoying you. You know, that could be what's annoying you, that you know that in a family environment. It could be family members that are trying to interfere with your love partners, your mom, your dad, or a sibling of some kind. Did something. A friend that you consider to be like a sister intervene. A friend that you consider to be like a sister, they intervene. Cancerian relationship, Pisces relationship, Sag relationship, Taurus, Aquarian, and Libra relationships. You're like, what did the Aries element say or do? What did the Aquarian energy do? want to be with. They want to be with, but they did something crazy, or they're trying to. Just depends on what's going on. Business and celebrity connections and things of that nature. And people are really people may notice that they you're starting to talk about it, and it's Aquarian go crazy. You're starting to talk about it, and the Aquarian energy is going crazy because they have dollar signs in their eyes with you sharing that or something. Or the Taurus has dollar signs in their eyes. Somebody has dollar signs looking at you or something. They see dollar signs or something in their eyeballs. Or if it's not dollar signs, then it's a dominatrix whip that somebody then it's a dominatrix whip that somebody is imagining slapping you around with in some type of sexual situation, or whipped cream, or TMI. I know it's TMI. What somebody has that kind of stuff, visualizing that kind of stuff inside of their brain somewhere. Jesus Christ. The future has the sign of Virgo, Hermit energy there. Okay. The instincts has your Libra. Here's your Libra, but had enough of. So when I said Libra, they had enough of you. Like someone may have had enough of you for some reason, or you had enough of them, or it's just justice. You had enough of justice, or justice to a situation here. But I was getting had enough of, like the air sign element. Yeah, the had enough of you may be having enough of the Aquarian, the Aries, the Sag, whatever. But finding out what they're doing. So when I ran through all those elements, you're just finding out what they're doing. That's why I said justice, because you're finding out what people are doing to be with you, not be with you. Interfere with private stuff that you have going on, sexual and business and whatever, but I feel invaded. So when I say sexual and things of that nature, I feel invaded. I feel like my privacy is being constantly. I feel like my privacy is being invaded constantly. And it's because of the Aquarian energies, because the not really the Libra. I just feel like some the invasion of privacy with the Libra is because of a conversation that an Aquarian and or a Taurus element did, or a secretive conversation that those elements had there. Or something's going on with the invasion of privacy liking with a Taurus. The invasion of privacy is coming with the liking that you have with a Taurus. And the Aquarian or a Libra, or one of these water, somebody Aries, a Sag, they may be intervening with that. They could be intervening with that. Or the Taurus talks to the fire sign energy often about you. The Taurus talks to the fire sign energies about you often. And that could be what's annoying the Aquarian, because something there implies that a Taurus wants to be with you. And the Aquarian is annoyed because they feel distracted. That could be why they're acting out. That's why the justice energy is here for your annoyed. The justice energy is there because you're annoyed by people's tactics, mystical or not. You're annoyed by the tactics. You're finding justice. You're finding out the tactics. But why lover didn't return? So I said justice energy and finding out the tactics. Why lover didn't return? Why someone you live with didn't return? Why a Taurus didn't return? Why someone isn't talking to you, or whatever it is, or someone, whatever. It doesn't have to be these elements here. The fire sign energy is showing up here. No, fire sign energy hasn't showed up yet, but the Sag and the Aries and the Leo elements, they're coming through really prominently. But somebody can't stand the attention that those elements are giving you. It just depends on what's going on, you know. Or the reason to why those elements aren't paying attention to you is because of Taurus and the Aquarian. It's because of a Taurus and the Aquarian energy, you know. Jeez. The accomplishment has Queen of Cups energy, water sign, females with an S. These readings are broad, so I say water sign females. A Cancerian female intervened. When I said Cancerian female, they intervened. You know they intervened, or you're finding out that they intervened, but I haven't seen them in a long time. So Cancerian energy intervening, you haven't seen them in a long time. But the spirit emphasizing that you haven't seen a Cancerian female in a long time is because they disturb something. Not seeing a Cancerian, I almost said email. Not seeing a Cancerian female in a long time, they disturb something. I almost said email. They meant cryptic. They may be trying to send you a cryptic email. Cryptic in the sense where they're sending you an email that doesn't have their name. They're sending you an email that doesn't have their name on it. So that they're trying to disguise themselves, and a Pisces and a Cancer that are females, they're trying to disguise themselves in emails or some type of commentary or a post on Instagram or Facebook. They're trying to disguise they're making up profiles. They may be making up profiles These water sign females, it could be a Scorpio elements also, disguise themselves. These water sign females, they have themselves disguised on social media. They have themselves disguised on Instagram and Facebook and things of that nature, LinkedIn, whatever, email. They're sending you emails. They're sending you emails that don't have their real name in the email, like some type of like bootyshaker@gmail.com, for example. That could be their email address, but that's their way of concealing some type of secrecy. Threat. That could be their way of concealing that you know them, but the email that they're sending, it is looking like you. Who is this person? You don't know who they are because they're not using their real name, but they're trying to send you emails and Instagram posts and things. They're disguised, and yet who is this person? And there's something's going on with threats and things of that nature by this element here, or one of these elements, one of those elements there. So that's why the Four of Swords energy is because of jealousy. Four of Swords energy is because of jealousy that someone is doing that, or envy. It's because of jealousy that one of these elements is doing that. So they could be family members. 10 of Cups. That's why I said 10 of Cups is here. They're family members. That someone's going on with envy and jealousy with family members and not having them involved. Someone's going on with envy and jealousy with family members and not having them involved, and they're acting out. And they're sending you cryptic emails and things of that nature, or it's coworkers that you have a business partner, or their coworkers cryptic emails. Their coworkers or ex-coworkers that they're trying to send you cryptic emails and fake IG messages and Facebook messages. Is cryptic because you don't know that it's them. You know them, but you don't know it's them that's sending it. You don't know that it's them that's sending it there. Four of Swords energy, justice. You're finding out that that's happening. Someone that you're tied to, like a Taurus or an Aquarian or a Libra, whatever, a Sag, someone that you're already tied to could be trying to give you the heads up that they are doing that. They could be trying to give you the heads up that they are doing, knows that that's happening. The Aquarian, the Taurus, whatever, they could be trying to give you the heads up that that's what one of these water sign females, that's what they do that often. They could be trying to be cryptic with you and give you the heads up that one of these water sign females, they do that often to you. They do that often to you. And somebody knows that a friend that you see every day, they know who's sending you emails. They know who's sending you emails. Someone that you live with, they know threats. Someone that you live with knows who's sending you threats. Someone that you live with, someone that you work with, your business partner, they know who's sending you threats there. They know who's sending you threats. Taurus and Aquarian know that the Taurus and the Aquarian, either they're the ones that are doing the cryptic threats and emails and things of that nature, or they know that a Queen of Cups energy or energies, they know that one of those or two of those elements is doing it, but know them. So when I said the Taurus and the Aquarian energy knows that that's happening to you, the Taurus and the Aquarian energy knows the Queen of Cups energies, or one or two of these Queen of Cups energies, or they work on the same floor as them, and the cryptic emails, they work on the same floor as them, they live in the same place as them, and they know that they're sending you cryptic emails and IG messages and Facebooks and things of that nature. Why protect them? Why aren't they? Why something's going with protecting someone, or you may need protection, or you may not. Four of Swords, you don't understand Aquarian deceive. You don't understand why an Aquarian energy is trying to deceive you with that, because they know that but laugh about that often. So them knowing that is that they laugh about that often. They laugh about that often. Because they know that these water sign energies are doing that, or Taurus could be doing that, a Libra could be doing that, whether male or female, those energies are doing that there, but they know them. The spirit is saying they know they work with them, or they're just other co-workers. They're people in the neighborhood or something stalking you. They're people in the neighborhood or something that are stalking you. And the Aquarian and the Taurus have that information, and the Sag, they have that, but set them up. So when they hit Sag, they set up those people to do that. They set up those people to do that there in a family environment, and somewhere where you live, in a neighborhood, in a home, whatever, workplace, business deal. They set up people to do that to you. They set up people to do that. Four of Swords energy, because you know that that's happening for a while. You know that that's been happening for a while, but you may not talk about it. But Taurus may be annoyed by that. So a Taurus may be annoyed by that thought, or the fact that they know that because of the Aquarian, and that could be what a Sag told them. You know? People that you live with, you live on one floor somewhere, and you live on one floor. It could be like gypsy housing. You live on one floor somewhere, and someone on a different floor, someone down in a downstairs apartment constantly talks about you. Someone in a downstairs apartment constantly talks about you. They constantly talk about you. Someone that you live with, someone that you work with, someone that works on another floor constantly talks about you. Or someone that you live with or work with that you don't know in an apartment complex, and whatever setting is, whatever they send you, Aquarian knows. They send you cryptic emails and Instagrams and IGs and Facebook messages. The Aquarian energy knows that. They know that that's happening, or they know who's doing that. They know who's doing that. So it could be family, workplace, business partnerships, and people are acting out. People, when I ran through all of them, people are acting out. People are acting out. Crazily. Spiritual self has the Four of Cups right next to the Four of Swords energy there. I don't like to see Four of Cups right next to the Four of Swords. It looks like depression, because of what people are doing. So it looks like depression because of what you're finding out people are doing. Who you're finding out why a Cancer is distant, male or female. You're finding out what's going on with the Pisces. You're trying to understand, or those elements, or whether a male or female, they did something shady. They just did something shady. Use your intuition that they did something shady, or cups, Four of Cups, Four of Swords. The Aquarian energy talking to Sag all the time. The Aquarian energy talks to a Sag that you're tied to all the time, or they talk to a Taurus all the time. Whatever, or someone's betrayal because the Taurus talk Aries. Taurus, they talk to an Aries often, or the Aries gives them secretive information what they're doing with a Sag. Aries gives them secretive information all the time about what they're doing with a Sag. Four of Cups, Four of Swords, and you've known that for a while. You've known that for a while. Four of Cups next to the Four of Swords, next to the Four of Swords energy. In a family. Secretive family conversations. The Queen of Cups energy could be envious. Queen of Cups energy could be a family member that's envious, and they're still and they're sending you cryptic emails and texts, whatever. But they're trying to make it seem like it's not them. You know, the Seven of Pentacles right next to the Queen of Cups co-worker. They're, like I said, they're also a co-worker, family member, friend. They're also these things, but they're trying to betray you. You know, but the reason for them trying to do that is because of an Aquarian and a Taurus attention towards you, or the Aquarian energy wanting to be involved, but at the same time they betray. They want to be involved with you, but at the same time they're betraying you for some reason because they know what the Queen of Cups energy has been doing and what they're doing. Justice energy. Four of Cups in the spiritual self there. What Taurus did. Four of Cups in the spiritual self is what a Taurus did. What a Taurus knows. What a Taurus talks to the Aquarian about. You didn't know Taurus was involved with why a Cancer disappeared. Taurus and Aquarian energy is involved why a Cancer disappeared from you. Why Pisces disappeared. Why some water sign energy, why they disappear from you. Male or female water sign energy. The Queen of Cups energy, they're more so responsible. Cryptic emails and texts, they're responsible for that. But if it's water sign males, a Taurus and Aquarian are involved with that. A Taurus and Aquarian are involved with something interesting, with some type of relationship that you have going on with a Cancerian male energy. Water sign male energy, Scorpio male energy, they said something to them. They said something to some water sign males here. There's the Aquarian and a Taurus element. You got water sign male energies there. The females did something crazy. The Aquarian and the Taurus know that, or they're trying to do that. Ex-coworker, lashing out. Someone that you live with may know or someone at your new job may know your ex-coworker. there's that, you know, or they just know the person threatening you. Someone just knows the person that is threatening you somewhere, in a workplace, in a business partnership, online. So I get Aquarius. The Aquarian is doing that online, or the Aquarian knows who's doing that to you online, or if someone is doing that to you online. Okay. Wow. The Ten of Swords energy is I keep getting jealousy. The Ten of Swords energy, Justice card, is jealousy. Like something may be ended up getting really extreme, but because of the Aquarian, something may end up getting really extreme here, but with jealousy because of an Aquarian energies or energy. Something is extreme about it for some reason, or someone. The reason for why the hooking up people to do things? I get Aquarian. Hooking up people to do things is the Aquarian. Either the Aquarian is doing that on their own, or they hooked up people to send you cryptic emails. They know who's sending you cryptic emails and texts and things of that nature. They know that someone is doing it, or why someone is doing that. or you know the person that's doing that because of the Aquarian. You know the person that's doing that because of the Aquarian. Or the Aquarian energy is somehow they mystically, or they literally had a conversation with your business partner and they're trying to be involved, but have an odd way. When I say trying to be involved, they have an odd way of trying to be involved with you sexually, or like what do you call that? Sexually, or business-wise, love-wise, they're trying to be involved. Business-wise, love-wise, they're trying to be involved. But this Ten of Swords, because how they're doing it. The Ten of Swords is how they're doing it. The Ten of Swords is how they're doing it. How they're doing it. Telling people you're not home. Telling people you're at home, and you're at home laid across your bed in laundry. You're at home laid across your bed, and I keep getting Aquarian. You're at home laid across you're doing that for an Aquarian energy, whether you're a male or female. You could be doing that, or they're doing that with someone they could be doing that with someone that you like. They could be doing that with someone that you like. Or they're trying to have that kind of experience with you. Got Cancer out the way. When I said that, they got a Cancer out the way. They got a Cancerian energy out of the way. This could be a situation here where this could be, if you're a dude, this could be a Cancerian female, or whether you're a male or female, you can have a Cancerian energy as some type of partner, love partner, or they are housemate. I get housemate with this as well. Sometimes with housemate or a sibling, or I'll go with the fact that they're a friend, and something is going on where your friend. Somebody got your love part. I get Aquarius. Your love partner got your girl that's a friend out the way somehow, and it's something is crazy about the way they did it at cryptic email. Something's crazy about the way they did it because the Aquarian energy, they themselves, or the Libra, whichever air sign, Gemini, whatever, they themselves could have did a cryptic email. They themselves sent a cryptic email to someone. They sent a cryptic email. Yeah. Why am I not hearing from my client? Why am I not hearing from my what do you call it? Why am I not hearing from my assistant, my manager, my whatever? Why am I not hearing from my business partner? Aquarian. The reason you're not hearing from them is because of an Aquarian or something that Aquarian energy did. With the help of a Gemini. What an Aquarian energy did with the help of a Gemini. With the help of a Gemini. But why are they intervening? So you don't understand. Why are these elements intervening like this? Why won't they leave me alone? But that could be what someone is saying. You know, that could be what someone is saying. They're not outwardly bothering you. They're trying social media. They're not outwardly bothering you. They're trying to indirectly bother you by being involved with something that you have going on social media. But it's really indirect because the disguising, like from the other reading, disguising profiles, multiple of them do that. So when I say disguising profiles, multiple of them do that. Ex-co-workers knowing your new business partners and concealing profiles. Ex-co-workers knowing your new business partners, they're concealing their Instagram and Facebook profiles. The threats and things of that nature, but can't stand. Threats and things of that nature you can't stand. Trying to make money. You're trying to enjoy celebrity recognition. You're trying to enjoy some type of celebrity recognition that you're receiving, but don't share. So when I said celebrity recognition and things of that nature, maybe you shouldn't share that with certain people. Maybe you shouldn't. I had a Cancer. Maybe you shouldn't share that with a Cancer. Maybe you shouldn't share that with an Aquarian. Maybe you shouldn't share that with some family members or co-workers here, or a love partner that you have, because they're envious. When I ran through all of those examples, they're envious. Do not share the fact that you have some type of celebrity or something is celebrity-like about you, and something there maybe you shouldn't. Something there specific. It could be a special offer that you receive from a celebrity. It could be a special offer that you're receiving from a celebrity. It could be a special offer that you're receiving from a celebrity. Don't share with Aquarian. You should not share that with an Aquarian energy, or a Taurus, or a Sag, or an Aries. But you shouldn't share that, or whatever. You shouldn't share it with the Queen of Cups energy. You shouldn't share it because someone is going to act out really oddly and try to do. Someone's going to act out oddly and mysticism and secretive phone calls and cheating. This is really interesting. This is like you receiving an offer all right, I'll just use the celebrity example first. You're receiving some type of business offer, business deal. This is like a celebrity. You are your own celebrity, yes. Like, but when I say celebrity, you could be interacting with Michelle Obama or something. And it's just an example. So Michelle Obama wants to purchase your product. Michelle Obama wants to purchase your product, but an assistant that you have, sneaky. An assistant that you have is sneaky, or someone that you're tied to. They're trying to make secretive phone calls to Michelle Obama's agent, Michelle Obama's manager, and say she's not interested in this partnership anymore. You're trying to, the 10 of Swords is that you're finding out, that's just an example. That could be actually happening to you, but just an example, how to protect the business, how to protect the business. People are starting to be aware of the kind of recognition that you're receiving, and they got these crazy plots and plans behind the scenes, and envy and jealousy, and maybe you should just work with someone. This could be a feeling here where I keep getting Aquarian. You should just work with someone because you're thinking that someone literally has the potential to do something really shady. Like somebody has potential to do something really shady for some reason. I keep getting celebrity recognition. You're thinking that someone has you are a celebrity, and something about something that you do is celebrity. It's celebrity in the sense where it's getting really out there. Like it's getting really out there. It's news potential. Like from the last reading, I almost said reason. From the last reading, it's news potential. For good or for bad, it's something is news potential, but it's because of a business offer that you're receiving, or a business that you already do. With a Taurus or whatever, Aquarian jealous. So I said with a Taurus and Aquarian is jealous. Whatever it is that's going on, or something it could be something that you do with an Aquarian, but only one. So I said something that you do with an Aquarian, only one Aquarian. You have other Aquarian energies that something is devious about some other Aquarian energies that you have. It could be you're tied to an Aquarian male and it's Aquarian female that's jealous and envious, vice versa. It just depends on what's going on. Very interesting. But this has to do with celebrity. That's why I said I gave that example. This could be something that's top notch as well. Like from the last reading, something is top notch about something that you have going on, and it's creating really heavy energy. It's creating heavy energy here. It's creating heavy energy, but however you want to look at top notch, it's either as a top notch business or something is really good about some type of sex partnership that you have going on. Something may be really good about somebody's ex could be sending you threats. somebody that you're a new partner that you have could be the Libra that you're tied to. It could be some type of relationship that you have with a Libra. It's making a Queen of Cups energies or energy envious. And they may have wanted to work they may have wanted to work with or do something with a Libra, or it's a new love partnership that you have with a Libra or a Taurus or whatever sign. You have a new love partnership with someone, and it's making the Queen of Cups energy envious and jealous, hence the reason for the threats. And I get bashing. Hence the reason for the threats and the bashing. Like, why are they doing that? Why is the Taurus doing something that they're doing? You may treat the Taurus element well, but something, like I said, Four of Swords, something is not enough for someone. The amount of attention that you're giving someone is not enough. The amount of attention that you're trying to give a Libra may not be enough. It just depends on what's going on. Something there may not be enough, but they're losing their mind when I said that. So the Libra may be losing their mind. The Libra is behind the scenes losing their mind for some reason. They're losing their mind, and somebody observes that they are like their own love partner, their new business partner, or their other partner. Somebody observes that they're losing the Libra that wants to be with you is losing their mind and breaking. They're losing their mind and they're breaking. Like they're starting to break emotionally. That's why the Four of Cups energy is in the spiritual self. They're breaking down emotionally. And their new lover or their lover or their business partner observes that. Their lover or their business partner observes that, but can't understand why they're like that because of some rejection that you gave them, some type of rejection that you gave them. But they're acting out in a way that observable. They're acting out in a way that is people are is observable. Like it's like really out there. Libra's actions are really out there. But so this could be a situation here where like a Libra ended up coming back in. A Libra could be coming back in with some type of business offer or a business plan that they have that they still want to keep it running, but something's going on with them where they're tied to a business partner that's envious. They have a business partner already that's envious, and that business partner observes the way that they're interacting with you, or the sees that they're planning out things and things of that nature for you, but they shouldn't send an email through this person. So a Libra shouldn't send this energy. The Queen of Cups energy could be an assistant to a Libra that you work with, but for some reason, a Libra should not send or relay some type of information to the Queen of Cups, because they're not going to send it out, because they're not going to send it out to you. They're not going to send it out to you. If you do business with a Libra, justice energy to the situation. The justice energy to the situation is that people have really, the idea of the matter, the fact of the matter is that people have really bomb ideas for like a businesses that they want to do, a business objectives and things, a business plans that they want to formulate with you, but they have assistants or suddenly they're becoming busy, so they're asking their friends and their lovers and their business partners, can you send out this email to so and so? Not doing it. Can you send out these emails and messages to so and so? They're not trying to do it because of envy and jealousy. Ten of Swords energy, Justice card. Four of Cups, Four of Swords energy. Like what to do, how to protect the offers and potential ones, how to protect the potential offers that are coming my way. Since now you're aware, but since now email setup. Since now you're aware of the way somebody's email is set up. Since you're aware of the way your email is set up, or someone else's email is set up for some reason. Something's important about that. The way an email address, or the way some type of email, the way Gmail is set up. The way Gmail is set up. Okay, this is interesting. The way Gmail is set up is that people, be careful. The way Gmail is set up is that people can get into other people's profiles and delete messages and things of that nature. That could be why you need to open up privacy and place privacy on a Gmail or AOL or a Yahoo account and things of that nature. That could be, you may need to do that. That may not be something that kind of protection you may not have. That kind of protection you may not have for some reason, you know? Or something's going on with you. You're receiving really great offers for business, and people are like, and people that want to send them to you, they have assistants, or they're asking someone, potentially they have assistants and someone else, or just someone else that they're trying to get to send you the emails and invitations. Could be family that's doing this to you, emails and evites and text messages, and somehow they're going in and they're deleting them or just not sending them because of jealousy and envy. Wow. So there's a need to call someone yourself. There may just be a need to call someone yourself, or the person that wants to send you the offers and things of that nature, they themselves may just need to call you, but something may look unprofessional. So somebody having that kind of thought, it may look really unprofessional for some reason. Or somebody you may deem you may want to just call someone, but you're thinking that it may look unprofessional, or Libra has that thought, Taurus has that thought, but Aquarian fault. Something strange here that's going on is because of an Aquarian energy's fault. It's their fault for some reason. Interesting. That's a lot. What's changing for you is the Wheel of saving business. What's changing for you is saving business. So either aware of tactics. The Wheel of Fortune is Ten of Swords. Justice, you're aware of tactics here. You're aware of what people are doing in business with information. You're aware of what people are doing in business with your information. What people are doing in business with your information. There's no damn fire sign energy here at all, which is really interesting that I was picking up the Sag and the Aries element, because they're behind the scenes. Their energy not showing up here is because they're behind the scenes of something really interesting that's going on with you, work environment. Something really interesting that's going on with you in a new work environment that you're in, or one that you're currently in, a new one that you're going into, a new business partnership. They're orchestrating, or they're behind the scenes of why something really corrupt. They're behind the scenes of corrupting that, or however you want to corrupt, for good or for bad. They're behind the scenes of what some corrupt that's going on there. And you need to save business, but it's okay. So saving business is okay. The business is okay. The business is okay. No, the business is okay there. You're like, what is going on? What are people doing? Why are people lashing out and bashing and behind the scenes? Every time I say bashing, I get behind the scenes. Like behind the scenes, somebody's doing that in your family. Behind the scenes, because they're extracted. Behind the scenes, whatever it is, you know? Family, workplace, housemates, acting out. Family, workplace, housemates, people acting out. But they're behind the scenes acting out. They're not coming to your face. The jealousy and the envy is rocking their soul. The jealousy and the envy is rocking their soul. They're not coming up to your face and they're not coming up to your face in close proximity. They're not coming up to your face and with the aggression. They're taking their online. They're taking their aggression online. They're taking their heavy feelings of jealousy and envy and being really indirect, but the indirect feeling is causing them to go crazy. Every time I say that, I get the Aquarian. Them being really indirect with you is making them go crazy. It's making them go crazy because if someone comes up to your face and says something, it's news potential. If someone comes up to your face and says something crazy, it's news potential. For good or for bad, it's news potential. It's news potential, you know? News potential. What is the need for the aggression? What is the need for the secretive feelings and the plots and plans and hooking up people to do craziness? It's because of envy and jealousy. And something is news potential about, like I said from the last reading, something is news potential about an interaction or a reaction to something. An interaction or a reaction to something. Your business, the celebrity recognition, people can't stand. Celebrity recognition that's really happening. You are a celebrity, you're receiving that recognition, or external from you. So like Michelle Obama or Essence or Megan Good, just an examples. Recognition from actors and actresses. People in whatever, people, Barack Obama or something. Recognition. But people are giving you that I almost said recommendation. Maybe someone's going on with a recommendation for something, but some type of recommendation that you're receiving for something, maybe you shouldn't talk about right on social media. A recommendation that you have to do something that you shouldn't talk about on social media, or some type of invitation by I like using Michelle Obama. An invitation by Michelle Obama, an invitation by Queen Latifah or something, Janet Jackson, whatever, Beyonce, these kind of things. Something's going on heavy with some type of recommendation or invitation that you're receiving by somebody of that kind of status, and you're going crazy. But something's going on with sharing it online and not sharing it online. If that kind of situation is happening to you, or you just have a really good business and you're making a lot of money and a lot of customers, or recognition, period. People are taking notice of what you do, what you're doing, and aggravating someone. It's just aggravating somebody or somebody's. And they're acting out really oddly to the point where they're hooking up people to send cryptic, threatening emails, whatever it is, you know? Very interesting. Good to know the plans, the secrecy, the hidden feelings, the mysticism that Aquarian is doing. The mysticism that an Aquarian energy keeps doing. Like they keep doing, whichever Aquarian, male, female, whatever, they keep doing, or they just have conversations. So when I said that they just have conversations, they're just having conversations. And the conversation, Ten of Swords, the conversations are the Ten of Swords energy. The conversation is something isn't good about their conversation. It's good, or it is, or it is not. It just depends on what's going on. You know, something is extreme about them relaying something. Something is extreme with them relaying something to someone. And the person or the people that they're relaying it to, you didn't know that they Sag and Aries. You did not know, or you're finding out that they're tied to a Sag and Aries, or they talk to the Sag and Aries about you, or they may have been asked to relay something that you have going on to the Sag and Aries element all the time, and the Taurus knows that. The Taurus element knows that. You know, sexual relationships from the beginning, mysticism, heavy love and adoration, you know, and something's going on interesting with people feeling extracted. Something interesting is going on with people being really extracted here. Water sign females, Aquarian energies, These energies, you're right. In some cases, these energies you already be with, but can't stand the favoritism. These energies you may already be with, and however the extent you're with these elements, but they can't stand the favoritism or something. Your business partners, your friends, your whatever, and they're making secretive phone calls, sending cryptic emails, Instagram posts, Facebook messages, whatever. Or somebody's hooking up someone to do that. The resolution has the Magician card, but I'm mystical. So the Magician card is I'm mystical. I'm mystical, But what you do mystically, it aids to your success. With the Virgo, they're envious. The mysticism going towards the Virgo, they're envious. But need them. They're in the future because you need them, or it's just hermit energy to a career that you have, a business that you have, a relationship that you're in. You know what I mean? But Aquarian trying to have. When I said a relationship that you're in, hermit energy, and Aquarian is trying to have something there with you, but something's going on with them. They're trying to have something like that going on with you, but something going on there, not paying attention to them. Something's going on with you, not paying attention to them. However you want a relationship, sex one, love one, business one. They're trying to have that. But something's going on with you not paying attention, only for a short time. Something's going on with you not paying attention to them for only a short time. But that in that space of a short time, acting out. In that space of a short time, they're acting out really interestingly for some reason. They're acting out really interestingly. Four of Swords. What do they do? Why are they doing it? What are they talking about? With Cancer. What are they talking about with a Cancer? What do they do or say to a Cancer? To have Cancer, male or female, to have them sending you cryptic emails and texts and whatever. Taurus, what does the Taurus element do? Male, female, what do they do? What do they say? You already work with them, they're acting out. You already work with those elements, but they're acting out. However you want to get acting out. They're just acting out really oddly for some reason. Just acting out really oddly. You want to safeguard? I'm looking at the Magician card. I get safeguard. Hermit energy. You need a safeguard. You need to safeguard something. The way you're going to be able to safeguard not telling certain people things, the way you're going to be able to safeguard something, or a relationship, a sex partnership, a money-making deal. The spirit keeps saying money-making deal. The way you need to safeguard a money-making deal, a legitimate money-making deal, like from the last reading, a legitimate business that you have going on, a legitimate money-making deal. The way you're going to preserve that and not sharing it, the way you need to preserve that, protect that, is by not sharing it. You may be bursting at the seams to share celebrity recognition. You're bursting at the seams to share, this is how much money I was offered to promote this, that, and a third. Something's going on with something is extreme with sharing that, or trying to share it, not sharing it. Sharing it, protect it. You're bursting at the seams to share it, but there's trolls. You're bursting at the seams to share it, but there's trolls. A new sex partnership that you're in, you need to protect. You know what I mean? Protecting it by leaving your family's home, hotel, leaving your house and going to motels and hotels. You're like, that justice, that's what I'm going to have to do. For my partner's ex, from my sibling, from my mother, from whoever that keeps trying to interfere. Somebody's ex keeps trying to interfere with something. That could be a situation as well. Four of Cups with the Queen of Cups energy. But they were involved with Aquarian. So when I said Queen of Cups, Four of Cups energy, they were involved with an Aquarian. However you want to get involved, sex and love involved, business, love, they were involved with them. You may not have known that. You may not have known. But someone's going to armor that, but don't know them. So either you know some of these Queen of Cups energies. However many, I was getting Cancer. It could be a Cancer tied to Aquarian. A Cancerian female is tied to an Aquarian, and you didn't know that, and you're finding that out. Or that the Aquarian is all under your skin. The Aquarian energy is one of the hair strands falling from your head. They're trying to be that. They're trying to be that, and their ex is watching that kind of interaction going on. Or a Libra has that kind of stuff going on with their own partner, their own lover, their own business partner losing mind. Their own business partner is losing their mind. Wow. Trying to share the same bath water. Somebody's trying to figure out a way to share the same bath water as you or something. You know? Whatever it is, rolling around and whipped cream. Every time I go on those examples, like I get Aquarian energies or Libra, whatever. So somebody has that kind of thought somewhere, whatever. Rolling around in whipped cream in a tub with rose petals in it and whipped cream and all that kind of erotica stuff going on. Every time I say I get Aquarian. So the Aquarian energy, male or female, whatever, you know, or it's a Libra or a Gemini. Gemini having secret conversations with an Aquarian energy. How they know each other, you may not understand. Or they had some type of interaction with each other. But some of the sex and love and business about that as well. You know? Whatever it is. Interesting. All right, let's see what the outcome is here, Capricorn. Long reading. Wheel of Fortune again. Let's see. The Emperor. So the Wheel of Fortune energy and the Emperor. You're getting the same energies again as an outcome with the Emperor energy here. So either you're going to be with this person or not, but giving back to them. So you're giving back to, are you choosing them? That's why I said you could be choosing the Taurus and the Aries element, more so the Taurus. You're trying to choose this element for business, love, whatever it is, friendship. You're trying to choose them, but their partner can't stand. So when I said choosing them for friendship, their partner can't stand. If they already have a partner, love partner, business partner, their partner can't stand that. Their partner can't stand that. So the Six of Pentacles energy was there. That's why the Six of Pentacles energy is there. Contemplating leaving, contemplating staying with them, but the wheel has not stopped with them. The wheel hasn't stopped with them, Aries element. Wheel hasn't stopped with the Taurus element. The wheel hasn't stopped. The reason why the wheel hasn't stopped with the Aries, they're behind the scenes. The reason why the wheel hasn't stopped with the Aries is because they're behind the scenes still with something that you have going on here. Aries man. Or they manipulate something here with an Aquarian, Sag, Taurus to still talk to. They talk to them still behind the scenes, or they talk to them, you know, on the same floor as you in the workplace, whatever. Somebody still talks to someone in a family environment, or they just talk with, or they talk to your friends. They talk to your lovers when you're not there. They talk to your lovers with an S when you're not there, when you're not somewhere. They talk to them. They talk to them. Aries/Taurus element, you know, you're still with them, but something's going on with them and the Aquarian. Something's going on with them and the Aquarian that you didn't know, but you're finding that out. What they did, what they're doing, what they're behind the scenes doing, but what they're behind the scenes doing, trying to get Aries and if it's a Taurus and an Aquarian, they're just behind the scenes trying to get Aries and Sag out the way. Succeeded. They succeeded with that. They succeeded with that there. But this is like in those movies, they're helping each other, but then they're trying to get each other out the way. They're helping each other, but then they're trying to get either one of them out of the way. Either one of them out of the way. Like what is going on? Like what people battling and things of that nature, and secretive conversations and mysticism and things of that nature, you know? That you didn't know were happening. Now you know. This could be something that was happening. What's going on here could have been going on for a while. But this last half of September, profound. This last half of September, something may end up being really profound here. I get an invitation. Something is becoming really profound because of an invitation that you're receiving. Because of an invitation. All right. To go to somebody's house to sleep with them, or to go out on a date. However, an invitation by Michelle Obama. I keep using Michelle. Maybe someone's really important. Michelle Obama is a Capricorn. Michelle Obama is a Capricorn, and something interesting may be going on with her, with something here, or somebody you could be literally meeting her, whatever. Or something's gone. I use her as an example, but the spirit agreeing with the fact that I keep using her name all the time is because something that you have going on Something that you have going on is it's attracting celebrity recognition and attention, so connected to the point where Michelle Obama is involved. Whatever the situation, or it's just news stuff. Could be for good that's shown up, something that's shown up on the news, or some type of interesting, for good or for bad, something could be shown up on the news. But it's interaction and invitation. It could be the reaction to an invitation that you receive. However, but something is interesting about what you should and should not do with receiving that kind of attention. So either it's heavy to the point where it's celebrity and news potential, or it's like a regular invitation by someone that just likes you, someone that just wants to sleep with you. But other people in the workplace, or other people in the home environment, other people in the friend group are finding that out, and they're devising plans and becoming envious and jealous of that kind of attention that you're receiving. However, it could go from really small to an extreme example. It just depends on what's going on. All right, Capricorn, let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.